Welcome, everyone, to the very first episode of Breck's Blueprint. This is a podcast slash vodcast, and I am super excited to announce our very first guest speaker, Sarah Thaler, Head of Practice Success at Moxie. Sarah, introduce yourself. Tell us a little bit about what you do at Moxie.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for having me, Breck. I'm so excited to be your first guest. Um, very excited. So what I do at Moxie, I oversee our practice success team. We really empower med spa entrepreneurs, business owners, practice owners, to start, run, or grow their med spa practices. And my team is really your business coach. So we help you get either off the ground if you're first opening your doors, or if you are already an existing practice, we are your business coach helping you get to the next level in your whatever your journey is, whether you want to open additional locations, whether you want to get to an exit, grow your profitability, whatever sort of your North Star is, we're there to help you get there and with you every step of the way.
I love it. Yeah. So it can be scary, right? I mean, I have extensive experience in med spa, like over 15 years. I was VP of medical operations at one of the nation's largest med spas. And I still remember like, pitter patter when you're trying to start your own business. And so I've been consulting with Moxie for almost 2 years now, and it's been absolutely amazing. I can tell you that this company cares about their people and really about your success because as you succeed, they succeed. So I love how it's a partnership. And I didn't realize that you didn't just start new med spas, that you help also existing med spas because we're not business people, right? Usually
Yeah.
we're medical. So you guys do an amazing job of collaborating with like industry experts. So like I help write policies and procedures, but tell us about like your legal team, business, marketing, your EMR. Like you guys have a lot of offerings.
Yeah, so to talk a little bit about sort of like everything that we're doing and the different sort of segments that we service. Like you mentioned, we definitely help people who are just starting out, who have either worked in med aesthetics before and are looking to become that business owner. They don't want to work for somebody, they're going from employee to CEO to founder,
Yep.
that sort of journey. And then also people who have already started their business, but maybe they're stuck, maybe they're plateaued, and sort of need additional support in different areas of their business. So the different things that we offer for all those different segments, everyone's going to need something a little bit different, but everyone gets access to our EMR. So our EMR, we call it Moxie Suite, and it's really truly a suite of services. Breck, you know it pretty
It's,
well at this
it's easy.
point.
It's so simple. Okay. Like it's not
It is
difficult.
really awesome and it has everything that you need. We have built it from the ground up for med spa practices specifically. So our team is really, we talk to med spa owners, we have medical advisory boards, we talk to our practice owners all the time, ask them for feedback, and really take that into consideration with everything that we build and how we sort of prioritize what we're building. So first of all, you get access to that entire system. It's your EMR, charting, point of sale, scheduling. All your reports are in there to help make financial business decisions. Communication with your patients is in
Yes.
there.
Secure
You can also
messaging.
order your supplies in there, which is really a plus. So if it's a way to get through to your pharma partnerships and order supplies. We help practices get able to compete against some of the larger practices in the space, it getting really great pricing with all the pharma partners. And it's a really simple sort of ordering process because you're not going
Right.
through a bunch of different systems, tools, to get there. Also, you've got marketing services. So we have a whole bank of sort of like content. You're able to opt into content that you can use and customize for your brand. You can opt into different text campaigns. We just did a huge thing for Black Friday, which is huge in the industry. We'll be, planning things for all the big holidays throughout the year as well in there. Um, and so, sort of like outside of that, we're also helping with marketing. So we do a lot with meta ads. Really cool statistic. We're larger than any agency working with med spa practices in the world.
That's
We
crazy.
reach
That's a
more meta
crazy
ads than any other
stat to
agency.
me.
I think it's a really, really cool
That's a
stat
big
as
one.
well. Also because we've got marketing and then also we're an EMR, we can actually pull the full data structure to look at what's the actual ROI on each of
Mhm.
those leads that you get pulled in, which is really unique because typically if you're working with a marketing agency, they're not able to get that full,
You don't get
get
the whole picture.
down to get
Yeah.
to the ROI. They're usually reporting to you, how many leads that they're delivering and that sort of thing. So really like all in one sort of like helping you build your business in that way. And then from a service standpoint, I think really cool. Obviously, I have a little bit of bias is your practice success manager. So you're assigned a business coach, a practice success manager. That's your go-to person. And
Mhm.
so we're, the person that you do a monthly business review with. You have quarterly planning sessions. You can go over your financials and really make long-term plans for your business to get where you need to. We can consult on everything from, when should I hire? What device should I be buying? Which ad should I be running? Sales coach training, like the full gamut,
All
all
of
of those
it.
things. Um, I'm
I'm
going
probably a
over.
little biased too about
Yeah,
the
I
project
love mine
assessment.
too. I
Okay,
think
like a
they're
couple of my
incredible. Most
really good friends.
people do love their practice success manager. People say that it's like having a business partner, but they're not, like they're not with
Yep.
you all day in your practice. All come from the med spa industry, all have, extensive experience growing large med spa practices. Some, from the huge chains, running multi-unit, more local sort of
Mhm.
brands, and so have extensive experience working with practices like the ones that we're working with. Outside of that, we have really cool other sort of like additional services that you can bring in. So we've got things like payroll services, we have bookkeeping services, so we can look at your P&Ls and financial statements at the end of each month together, and it integrates into our EMR. So like all the sort of like you don't have to be updating another system or tool. Um,
It's a
We've
one-stop shop is kind of how I
one-stop
think about
shop.
it.
You really
Yeah.
like we have so many different services. And I think that's what makes it really simple and easy for a lot of our practices is they're not working with so many different agencies. They don't have so many different contacts. It's really a time-saving tool and service to work with Moxie overall, and then have your PSM, as we call them, practice success manager, as your go-to sort of central point of contact for all of these.
Yeah, they're your right-hand man, right? Like they can help with hiring or a business or advertising or whatever you have questions about. A couple of
Exactly.
things that I want to expand upon what you were just talking about. The meta ads is important, right? Like meta, as most of you know, Facebook, Insta. I have went down the Google Ads rabbit hole and not being able to see, like, can't even get names. Don't know if these are real people or if it's robots. It's very difficult to get data, and you
Yeah,
definitely can't attach that data back. You just have to give it an arbitrary number to figure out what your return on investment is. So
right.
being able to have the EMR integrated with the marketing is amazing. And your point of sale is in there too, guys. So you can see the entire client journey and what your funnel looks like, which is really, really important and something we just don't think about as medical professionals. Sometimes we're like, put the patient in front of me and I know what to do. But guys, you got to get the patient in front of you, right? You have to get sales. And
Right.
that's where
Right.
Moxie comes in. And then another thing that you barely touched on, but I think is super, super important, legal and
Yes.
compliance. Our lawyers are the same. So we have amazing lawyers. So talk a little bit about how they can help kind of keep everybody in line with different state regulations.
Yeah, so we don't act as your lawyer. We're not your, one-to-one
Right.
lawyer understanding sort of like what's going on locally in your practice, all of that. That being said, yes, we have incredible relationships with a lot of different legal departments, legal teams across the US, and so are constantly sort of keeping up with everything new that's happening in the space. And the things that we do offer, we help with, if you're starting your practice from scratch and you're brand new, we're helping you with the full legal setup of, your MSO PC structure, if that's what's the case in your state.
Right.
We also have additionally, all templates for consent forms for, P and